Hey, what's going on, everyone? We just got back from the tire shop, so old tires sitting right here. Let's go check out what I got. So these are Yokohama Geolanders in a 295 7017. Everything's fitting good. You can see how much clearance we have back here because of the cab mount chop, so that's solid. But right here, we're gonna play a little bit right here and kind of get that to go around on both sides. So let's check out this side now. You can see it here too. So right here is a little too tight. We're going to take care of this, gonna chop this off. So I drove it around today for a little while. Didn't really rub at all, except, coming in and out of the driveway. Now, obviously, when I go off-road, it's going to rub. So we're going to take care of that plastic today. I'm actually going on a trip, too, on the 20th. We're going to do a little trail ride with a Facebook group that I belong to. So we'll see how bad it is after the trail ride, and then I might come back and trim some more. So for now, we're just going to trim the plastic, and I might hammer back with behind the plastic, there's like some of the inner fender, so I might hammer that back a little bit. So we're going to do that today, and we'll see how it works out. Alright, so before we start, I got the truck kind of not really in the garage in case we had to do any metal cutting. I didn't want to cut anything on the floor here. But what I wanted to do was kind of give you an idea of the differences between the two. I guess that's not really that good either. So I wanted to give you an idea of the difference between the two tires. So on your right, that is a 265/75 R16, and on the left is the 295/7017. So right there you can kind of see the height difference. So it's an idea. You also get an idea of how much taller the sidewall is on the 95. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of put them side to side so you guys, well, I guess, are they side to side right now? Let me switch how we look at them, and you'll get to see kind of the thickness differences. So here you have an idea of how much thicker the 295 is. It's almost an entire inch. It looks way more than an inch, just like this. Tires on the right, they have about 13 or 14,000 miles on them. So, and obviously, brand new. And then coming straight down on the thickness, you can see the difference there. Awesome, let's go figure out what we're gonna chop off. Kind of sitting by the truck here. We're gonna start with these three tools. It's a combination of that right there. So this is a Dremel Multimax. These come in real handy with a lot of stuff, drywall too, just a regular hammer and a blade. And what we're gonna try to do is kind of work this. I almost want it to like curve this way because I would like to kind of keep this as much as I can, but cut the curve in so it kind of follows the radius of the wheel. So we'll see how that goes. Should I get a good spot for you, like right there? Yeah, I like that. So as you can see, when I did the cab mount chop, I have already kind of, I cut this up here and I folded it back this way. A lot of people fold it in. I kind of like it out. I feel like it looks cleaner out. So now we're gonna kind of work on here. There is a bolt here that's got to go, and it looks like we're gonna get into the kind of the fender here. So there's some metal that we do have to cut here, and this looks like it's probably a 10. mean, that right there was fairly easy. Then it gives you a bit more kind of radius in this way. I feel like I kind of want to just clean this right here. And maybe just a little bit more here. Maybe get it on this line right there. So right here, I'm just heating up the plastic. I didn't feel like digging out my heat gun, so I'm just using a torch slowly with some patience. Because what I'm trying to do is make the plastic mold back to the cut that I made. Use like an old piece of wood from some trim I had lying around. And I kind of shoved my gloves up behind it so that I can force it back into the position that I want it to be at. So right here you can see where it's no longer now, it's kind of following this, so it's not sticking out anymore. And it kind of was able to have it stay back, this is exactly what I wanted. So if you look from here, see now how it kind of curves in that way. Perfect. And then I'm gonna come and clean this here and hammer this back in, and we should be almost done on this side. Alright, so this side's pretty much good. Like, I'm done with how I like how this is all lining up here. Like I said, it follows a nice curve. Before I go any more, because I mean the next steps would be kind of cutting this way down. I don't want to cut this just yet. I want to take it off road a couple times and then figure out how much of this I want to take off. And I'm just hitting good old truck bed liner. Alright, so for now, it looks like the passenger side is wrapped up. So if you kind of can see from here how it does follow the curve of the wheel, which is what I was looking for. So once you get an idea of how much it comes in here, let's go check out the driver so we can see the differences. Once you look here at the driver, you can see where this just goes kind of straight and it comes down. If you follow the line, this just comes straight out. So we cut off all of this, which is nice, and it's going to give us some more room. So let's knock out the driver. I just want to make sure you guys know that before I cut anything with the grinder, I always have my Classy Tacos approved safety goggles on. And without messing around, I know here we're like safety third, but I have had my cornea ripped, torn in on itself, and I had to have like a crazy surgery with stitches inside my eye for like 2 weeks. So don't mess around with this. Make sure you have your goggles or something on your eyes, okay? It looks like with this one, we're not gonna have to mold any of the plastics. It looks like it's nice in there and tight. I'm not too worried about this hole. I guess if you really wanted to, you can kind of chop this off at an angle here so you don't have this hole. But we'll deal with this maybe after the next wheeling trip. We'll figure out how bad it is in there. So I'm just gonna let this cool off a little bit, knock some of the sand off, and get another little bit of paint in here. Here's the driver's side done. Don't get upset with my paint job. It's just gonna get covered in dirt anyways. So, but now if you look, that sharp angle that this was coming out is gone, and this kind of just curves in. So hopefully it gives the tire enough room. And here, what I'll end up doing is after this next wheeling trip, I'll decide if this needs to be, you know, cut back further or not. But I do like the way that, you know, like the stock Fender looks. So I'm gonna let's get the wheels and tires on, and then we'll take a look at it with them on. Alright, so check this out. When that tire turns, it's gonna kind of follow that path and it kind of curves out. But we're here, and then from here, it looks pretty much stock, which is what I like. So let's look at the passenger side. Anyways, well, so here's the passenger side. See that clearance now, and now the tire will kind of follow, and this is folded back nicely up to that weld. So came out pretty good. All right, so there you have what I did, what I had to go through to get the 295s on. I just want to let everybody know, like, hey, thanks a lot. I feel like I'm like so impressed by everybody's positivity. So just thank you so much to all my subscribers. I really appreciate it. It makes me feel good. So just thank you. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps out and it gives you an idea of what it takes to, you know, get your 295s in.